Or lollipop.
And here's your mic. You want to give us a ball?
All right, boys, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all correct here.
Yeah.
All right, boys, welcome to White Noise Episode 2. As of right now, Episode 1 is not released, but it will be released by the time you see this. This will be Sunday. I don't know, June what? You know?
18th.
18th?
Yep.
That's
Tomorrow's
when this
today's
episode...
the 17th.
Oh, today's the 17th.
Mm.
Tomorrow's the 18th.
Whatever the next Sunday after us, boys, we'll have it in text on this. This is Episode 2. Welcome. Today I'm joined with Lord Fucked on his phone.
I'm getting the date.
On his phone mid-cast.
22. This is the 22nd.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And who are we joined with, Lord Fucked?
We got two of the best Splitgate players in the world. Part of the best Splitgate team in the world. We got Hunnit directly to my right. And then we got Big Balla.
Yes,
You guys
sir.
want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Introduce yourselves. Tell me y'all's history.
Yeah.
How'd y'all get here with Splitgate type shit? Just give me a quick rundown.
Well, I mean, I started competing. I didn't really compete. I played like S&D wagers back in the day and like COD since I was like probably 13. That's when I like really started playing a lot. And I don't know, I just super got into it and played a little bit of Splitgate 1 in like 2018, I think it was. And that was M&K. It wasn't controller or anything. It was just M&K.
You're on mouse and key?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, I had like an advantage, and then people ended up like re-released or something, and everybody came back to it when it had controller support.
Ooh,
And
okay.
I didn't tell anybody that I played the game like when it first came out, so I just had a huge advantage.
Right.
And I mean, yeah, that's how I got my start in Splitgate.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
what
kind
about
of like
you,
the
Stripes?
kind of like the same thing for me. I just started off playing COD when I was younger. I've been playing since like Black Ops 2, competitively, trick shotting, sniping, all that stuff. When I was like 7 years old, grew from there. Really like started grinding in like BO4. Played a lot of BO4, like CMG stuff like that. Cold War as well, and then yeah, getting into Splitgate, it was like, I came with like everybody that came when the game first released on console and it blew up. Like the first game.
First released on console? Was that?
Like it was no, like
Or is
they eventually made it like console compatible.
Oh, okay.
And that's when the game like really took off. Like a lot of people came over and there was like a big new players
I
tourney.
think that's like the re-release I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right?
and
That's-
100% and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the servers couldn't handle the influx, so that, in my opinion, is what really killed it at the start of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came from that. I played the new players tourney. I played with like Heisman, Kush, and a guy named Y Jim. I think was my roster. I don't know. I don't even remember what we placed, but that's where I started. And then I finally got a PC. I think the start of MW2. And then I didn't play the Pro League the first two seasons. He did. And I came and literally at like 250 hours or 300 hours played on the game. I was already on Luminosity. I think I was like the fastest pro to get picked up like in that entire league.
Really?
Yeah, and then I played with Luminosity for the my first season, got 4th, and then went to Moist in the middle of the second season. We got 3rd at Grands,
Okay.
and with him.
Well, that's a great history I got there. Me and Lord Fucked actually, I think we all four kind of met at the same time type thing whenever y'all were all three at Fisher as before I got there, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the CCL
Make sure you
in
talk to
Ohio.
Mike Owen.
Like I probably have footage from that event where we were all in there from Eugene. So that was a cool moment. So we came together through the CCL, and
That would have been
somehow-
what, Vanguard?
No, it was
MW2.
I met him
MW2.
MW2.
MW2 CCL in.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember LSCLO, man. That was a great
That
time.
was a nightmare.
Yeah, every tournament ended on LSELO for some reason. Like every major,
every single one, bro.
LSELO control.
Horrible game, horrible mode.
But we're here. We're at the Speedy White House, boys.
Yep.
Dallas, Texas. Okay, we are brand new in the Splitgate. We're 4 weeks deep in. We have now broke the curse of the 4v4 and the duo switch. What's next? What does the timeline look like for y'all? How are y'all looking to improve and Splitgate all that at the moment with the team? What's the dynamic like?
I think the dynamic's good. We're improving every day. We're one of the only teams currently scrimming, and in all of our scrims, we still have yet to lose a map. Obviously, the other best team being like Apollo and them, we have not scrimmed them at all. They haven't been scrimming. They're really the only other team I ever see currently like actually beating us. which is unfortunate. Obviously, we want like a lot of competition. It makes the game more fun, creates more storylines. But it's great to be at the top at minimum. Like if anyone considers the best teams, we're at minimum second, and in our opinion, first currently.
Yep.
But yeah, I think the team vibe is good. I think we're gonna try Huffé on Sabras next, and then me and Meridian, see how that works out. But yeah, we're looking good in scrims. I'm confident. I feel like I've improved a lot individually. I've been playing a lot better the last couple days. I'm gonna try to keep that up. Owen obviously is the best arrows in the game, and the only person close is Woodham. And then Arco, my opinion, the best battle rifle user I've ever seen.
That's the
on
burst gun,
Meridian.
right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
absolutely
he's
absurd
nasty,
with
bro.
it.
He's gross with that.
And then Huff is it's just Huff. Like,
Yeah, Huff doesn't make
Huff-
sense, dude. You can put him on anything. He's just good.
Yeah, like we played a scrim today with him on Sabra. Like literally.
It looked like he played it before.
Yeah, literally, like we were loading up into the scrim, and he's like, "All right, guys, is it my turn to try Sabrask?" As responding into map 1 after we agreed that I was gonna use Sabrask again, I'm like, "Do you want to try it?" He said, "Yeah, fuck it." And he says top damage in the lobby.
He's
half
just
the
a big
maps,
fuck
like,
it type of guy.
Dude, yeah,
he
that's
does
what we
not
need.
care.
That's what you need.
He
on
literally
the
does
team,
not
bro.
care, bro. He just spawns in with it. He's just like, dude, I don't care. Like, I'm like, do you actually like Sabras? Like, I don't want to force you on it. He's like, I mean, the Trailblazer's pretty good. I don't know. I'm just shooting my gun. and he
He's
just
shitting,
doesn't
bro.
care. He's just shitting. I'm like,
I
all
looked
right,
at the
bet.
scoreboard earlier and I'm like, how does somebody have more kills than me? And I was like, it's Huff? What's he doing, bro? Like,
That's why I feel like the dynamic you and Huff hunted, y'all are both like those just fuck it guys. Rush
Yeah.
it down. Arco's the hybrid crash out, and Big Stripes brings it all together. Sorry,
He's the objective.
literally.
that's the
He's
dynamic.
like if we had to put it into COD terms, I think Owen's like your Hydra,
Yeah.
where he just controls the map, unbelievable pace, makes the crazy plays look easy.
right.
Huff is kind of like I don't want to say Shotzzy, but at the same time, like Shotzzy.
No, he
like,
is. Yeah, it's like the same.
Huff-
It's
Huff
like
is like
having
a-
two Hydras.
Yeah, he's like a do-it-all. Like he
Yeah.
literally, like he physically, like he can play anything. He can do anything.
And then
He's
with
very
Vala,
flexible.
he's kind of like a Dan Ghosty, where he just knows the map. He like leads the troops, handles the objective. Because I've noticed that he plays heavily around the objective, takes a lot of pride in that,
Mhm.
kind of like Dan does in COD. And so I think that's the best way to like,
You know why he does
And then
that?
Arco's formal.
because you won't.
No, because he can't shoot his gun straight.
What do you mean? I've been shitting.
Well,
And
your
I-
character is what it really isn't a character that can be like that, right? If you are, then you're doing something wrong, right? Is that how
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you're going crazy with that character? What is it again? It's
Well,
Meridian? Not Meridian.
like right now I'm
Sabras.
using Meridian. I think like my pacing matches the rest of the team better on Meridian, so that's what we've been trying, and I think I'm really good on it as well. But I like even on Meridian, I play a lot of hill time, and I play like right next to the hill if I'm not on it, so like it's still objective oriented. Sabras for sure though is like the character that is definitely the most important, both for basically for
shields,
That
right?
makes the
Yeah,
team. If you
yeah,
have a
like,
good
if
Sabras,
you have
you
a-
win the
yeah,
game.
100%.
like a main trophy AR.
Yeah.
Like if the Sabras is able to communicate like breaks and pushes
You win
with the
every
shield,
game.
like be like, I'm going this side with shield, get ready, and then they place the shield, we're all there, the entire other team is dead. Like, and then if that shield play doesn't work, then the shield is gone for the next 40 seconds, and you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like you kind of like the Sabras player has to be really good at communicating that, and you have to be really good at abusing like its utility because we only
Gotcha.
allow one Sabras, and you can use 2 of any other character, so that one Sabras is very important
yeah.
when it
Gotcha.
comes to like anything in the game.
So Splitgate 2 just released. Y'all were pros for the first Splitgate. What went wrong in that process? Why was there having to be a dark period going and then Splitgate 2?
Well, I mean,
Where did
I
the
know they
league
couldn't
fail?
develop on the game. So whatever they made like the old engine on,
Mhm.
like they couldn't just make like Splitgate 2 off of it. Like there was nothing to work with.
Okay.
So they had to do Unreal Engine 5 and then just make a new game. And
Re-import it?
it was way more worth to spend the money making a new game, I would assume, than
Yeah.
trying. Like you can't do anything on the first one anyway.
Yeah.
So they just pretty much had to shut everything down and make a new game.
I mean, and then they got their new modes
What-
too,
what
like the BR, right? That just
Yeah.
came out. You guys have been
Yeah,
enjoying
yeah.
that?
Yeah, BR is fun.
Yeah, I don't even think they
I'm not a
re-imported.
BR guy though, to be honest, but it is fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. But
Maybe
I don't even
okay.
think they re-imported anything from Splitgate 1. I'm pretty sure they coded everything from
Just
scratch.
Yeah,
No,
they
yeah,
do.
it's all
Oh,
new
okay.
coding. It's
Because
completely
Okay.
like I do remember them saying like they want to take it to the next step, and with like because when they first developed Splitgate 1, it was made by like 4 people in a dorm room, like, and it was just like a vision that they had, and it blew up way further than they could ever expect, which is why like the servers and stuff, everything when people came like weren't up to par. They had like maybe 6 developers, and now they
Yeah.
have I think like 60 or 70 or
Mhm.
something like that, and maybe even more. and they're on Unreal Engine 5 now. But yeah, I think like SPLITGATE 1, like where it was, just wasn't where they wanted to take it, and they weren't able to like actually take it to the next step based off the foundation of it. So they basically just recoded an entire new game, obviously taking the same ideas as SPLITGATE 1 with the portals and stuff. But yeah, SPLITGATE 2 is just like, this is like their magnum opus. Like this is what they actually want.
Their Mona Lisa.
Their Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
Yeah, their Mona Lisa. Hate Mona Lisa.
But so what went wrong competitively in that game though, in terms of lack of support, or what was it, lack of competitive support, updates?
Well, like there was.
I don't even really think anything went wrong in the competitive. Like it just they had to stop the.
Yeah.
They just had to stop it because they're making a new game.
Yeah, like
That's
what?
what really
when
went
did
wrong.
competitive end for it? I feel like you've been playing COD like. pretty
Yeah,
much this
I think it
whole-
was. I played
Probably like
all. It was like
2
the
years ago.
end of
2.5.
MW2, like start of MW3.
Mm.
End of MW2.
Well, I think wasn't it right? Because I hit you guys. I found you guys in that Discord that one night.
yeah,
talking
it was
about
like
Fisher.
halfway through MW2 actually. I think like halfway through MW2 because I was at Fisher in MW2. We won
Yeah.
Academy,
Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah.
so like I was playing COD. We weren't playing SPLITGATE.
So, because I think you guys had stopped playing Splitgate right after Vanguard.
I think it was the end of Vanguard.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Pretty
like
sure.
they had the Pro League for a couple seasons, and then they invested money into having orgs come over, and that was when we were signed to like T1 orgs and stuff.
Yeah.
And that lasted for 2 seasons, and then they just really wanted to make a new game, so they weren't like giving the same like effort. Maybe not same effort, but like they wanted to make SPLITGATE 2, and that kind of like just made them not run the Pro League anymore. So because like
Yeah.
they didn't want to be focusing on 2 different things and stuff like that.
That's fair.
I think definitely the game like professionally could have kept running while they were developing SPLITGATE 2. But I don't know if they just didn't have the time. They didn't want to
Yeah.
invest more money into it, whatever it was.
Probably should have been a waste of money.
Yeah, they probably would have wasted
Be
money.
a lack of resources.
Because like
they
it
have to split
already
between-
it already didn't have like that big of viewership, and the game during that time literally had like 200 or 300 active players. Like it was
Right,
dead,
and it was
dead.
big during COVID, so you guys didn't have any lands or anything either.
Yeah, there was no lands. Like the game was like dead. So like they kind of just chalked it until they made SPLITGATE 2, and now
Right.
there's no Pro League like announced yet for SPLITGATE 2, but I assume there's gonna be one. They're all very like passionate about competition and stuff. Like
Mhm.
Cardinal Soldier and Akuvo, who are both very big developers at 1047, both were professionals in SPLITGATE 1, so like they love the pro scene and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Wait, so they competed?
Is the rank stuff
Uh,
confirmed? Do you know? Like
Yeah,
like the
it
rank
should-
date?
I think it has to be end of June. They said.
Yeah,
end of
the
June.
rank's coming out this
But
month.
yeah, they did compete.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
not
yeah.
fire.
Rank's coming out. Like,
Rank's coming out
Rainbow?
this
That's not
Okay.
fire. Not
They're hitting the
fire.
ground running. That's what I like about what they're doing. They
They
dropped the
listen.
game. Like if they dropped all of this at once, though, it wouldn't be good. They're doing it
Mhm.
properly, like strung out, where you get just the base game,
Yeah.
then the battle royale, then you get
Mhm.
ranked.
Yeah, it maintains the player base longer and like
Yeah.
gives you stuff to look forward to.
I also saw on Twitter the other day, like, there was like some feedback about like the in-app purchases and stuff,
Yeah.
like how they don't want to be like a Call of Duty Activision in that regard, where you're just getting gouged for money, and they went from like $160 or $120 bundle down to like 40.
Yeah,
It was
it was like 80 down to 40.
It was at 80, but it was like a discounted 80, where it was originally like 120 or something.
Yeah,
But Ian Cardinal Soldier made a video about why it was that high, and it was like the one person that they hired from Call of Duty or whatever like coded that pack to be that much money, and it was just launched and nobody changed it, and then like it wasn't initially supposed to be that much money, but it definitely kind of made them look a little bad, and them saying they don't want to like
caught and then
have
that comes
these super
out.
big
Wait,
bundles, and
hold
it's
on,
an
so
$80
they had a
bundle.
developer.
They had a developer from COD.
from
that was
COD
big
do
on
it?
monetization. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what?
That's
what I
That's
saw.
insane.
Yeah, you didn't watch that video? He posted they
I
posted
saw
on
the
SPLITGATE
video.
Twitter. Yeah.
I thought that
I
was
watched,
so
like, 10
funny.
seconds of it.
He like
Watched
did an
what it is.
apology. He was like, yeah, like
That's so
He's from COD, like-
crazy. What?
Yeah.
bro?
They
But
love
yeah.
monetization over there, bro.
But yeah, no, anyone that bought the bundle at the $80 purchase at the $80 price was refunded the extra $40, like the difference.
that's good.
W.
So,
W.
That's crazy.
Because it definitely seems like they want to be more community
oh, yeah,
focused
they listen
versus
so
like
much.
just a megapolis like you see with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's
it-
why
they
like they
seem
don't
very
really
open.
GA stuff or try to GA stuff because they want like to
Yeah,
balance
Well,
everything.
and that's something I
like-
wanted to talk to you guys about. Like, what's it like having competed in COD and not having the support system of like the developers, the people behind the game, the league, versus Splitgate, where it seems like they want your feedback. They want you guys involved.
It's
in the
actually night
decision.
and day. Like we have like our own, like in the community Discord that we use for like 8s and stuff. We call it pugs, which is pickup games, but it's 8s.
I always wonder what pugs meant. Honestly.
Yeah, it's
it's
pickup games.
Dude, I just found out what it was.
it's
Like,
pickup
I
games.
didn't even know. I've been playing it for years. I had no idea what it
pugs
stood.
is pickup games.
Yeah,
so
which
like
it's just
basically,
8s. Yeah. And then we have our own channel in there. It's called like comp game mode feedback and comp like map feedback or something like that. Where they're like Akuvo, one of the developers, and I think maybe a couple other developers have access to those channels, and we're able to give like direct, honest feedback about stuff from a competitive level, because there's a lot of things in the game, like the Warden that I like to use a lot in Sabrask, like the Carbine, where in my opinion it's very strong. You're able to 2-tap with it. If you hit 2 headshots, it does 50 damage. It does a lot of damage, and I simply just barely miss with it. So the gun looks insane, but. And when I like told that to them, he said, Kuvo said like that gun statistically for like casual players is like one of the worst guns in the game. So like them trying to balance it is a little weird, because like at the highest level, it's in my opinion pretty dumb, but at like the casual level, it's balanced. So like we were able to have talks like that, which is very nice, and
That's
it's
big.
very
It's always tough to like cater to both sides.
yeah,
so.
100%.
Yeah, it's impossible.
But they're
dude.
at
It's
least
actually
trying. Like, they're
impossible.
listening
You can try,
to
but
both
it's always
sides.
impossible.
Yeah,
Because I mean, the skill level of someone like you guys versus a casual like me, it's going to be night and day. And like, how do you cater to both sides while still making it happy? So I think that's good that the developers are a part of that, because then you guys can figure out like, oh well, this gun works for that, but it doesn't work for us. Now we can like make a decision going forward of how the competitive side wants to deal with that gun.
Yeah, 100%.
Which I really like. I mean, like, because I've seen, what is it, the Gravitas, the shotgun that sucks you
Unbelievable.
in.
Yeah, I think it's
Unbelievable.
stupid.
One of the best guns I think I've ever seen in a
In any
competitive
video game, I think it's
ever.
the best gun in video game history.
Yeah, but we haven't been using it for the last couple days.
Really?
You can't pick it up.
Yeah, if it's
You
spawned, you can't pick it up.
You literally can't
Because
pick it up.
I remember we were watching some of the watch parties, and like when Bala would get it in his hands, like Lucas, you were just,
Bro,
it was dumb.
Mike, I saw Mikey get a 4-piece with it.
Yeah, we saw
like,
Mike get a 4-piece with it.
Oh, no.
Like, he was getting a
like,
4-piece.
dude, that thing, literally anyone in the world picks that thing up, the round's over. Like, it's,
Right.
It's so unbelievably
You're
strong.
Especially in like
It
Firecracker.
literally.
If you get that in
it's over.
Firecracker, you get a good corner. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
it's over.
GG.
No, 100%.
Doesn't even matter the mode. If you get it, you win.
If-
I
it
think
wins you
one
the
of
round.
you two were streaming the other day, and it was like a Firecracker match.
Bro, the clip that I just posted on Twitter,
Yeah.
where I had a sniper, and I had a deadbolt and a Gravitas, and I just went on a 25 kill streak in Bubs. Like,
Yeah.
literally not even thinking. Like, it's
And
unbelievable.
That's where I think also there is a skill gap in this Splitgate, where right now, boys, it's been 4 weeks. They're the top 2 placings every time has either been us or the team of
Apollo. I think it's
App,
supposed to be technically App, Apollo, Visions, and
slash Swoody.
yeah, the Woodham/Sweetie. Basically, any like those 5 mixed together, however you form it. But
Before we keep going and we lose the footage, Connor, we have gone from 2 hours to 0. It's still recording, but now says 0 hours.
0 hours.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Our SD card to get the recording.
Like there's no time left.
Yeah.
Can I get a drink real quick then? And we're locked.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Back and we're locked.
do we still have do we still have
Yep.
do we still have the initial footage?
Yeah, we still have the initial. All right. We're going to wait for Connor to check cameras. Do we give another clap after this?
Another clap.
All right. And we're back. Just had to
Dude, how close do I have to keep this thing? Okay.
Pretty close.
yeah.
Pretty close?
You can kind of have it like that. Just
Like
whenever
here?
you talk, just moderately closer. Not
Okay.
you don't get inside of it
Yeah.
type shit.
Well, we're back. We just had to make
Technical
sure
difficulties, boys. We are back.
we didn't want to
and
run out of space again.
What were we discussing?
We just finished
How
talking about
great we were.
developers.
Yeah, we're the greatest. We're the greatest Splitgate team in
Yep.
the world. I guess this can be our segue into kind of our current state right here of how we're living and stuff. But first, the Speedy White Men, we now have a content house, boys, as y'all know. It's our first White Noise episode here. The first one was at my crib. And we are getting into Splitgate until they decide, they don't want to do it. Or till y'all go to a T1 org.
Yep.
Or we become a T1 org. Who knows, right?
I like that option better.
That's
I
a
like
great
that one
option. But yeah, the goal of this content house, I wanted to bring the content side with Lord Fucked. He's not here
Yep.
to play video games. He's not here
God,
to play
no.
video games.
God, no.
And then I wanted that.
Steve-O's fucking up the podcast.
Yeah, always.
You might need to push it just a little bit. That cord's pretty thick. Excuse
He's Luigi
Steve-O.
looking ass.
Fucking Bevo, dude.
Vector.
There's
Yeah,
our hybrid
Squid
content
launcher.
players. They still love their switches and shit. Him, Nick, Stu. There are hybrid content players. You know, they're able to go back and forth.
But they're slowly transitioning more into the content side as
yeah,
they
but
are
they still
retiring.
gotta have that competitive stuff.
A little
Retiring's
bit, yeah.
crazy. Retiring's crazy, bro. What?
I mean, like,
you're
COD,
just throwing that in there, like that's.
well, like COD's not what it used to be, you know.
I hear
And
you.
they've talked about it on their streams.
That is like Speedy Whiteman. I would love to get into COD with it, but there's no route. You know, you just
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's
either-
nothing to do with it at all.
Like we have no chance of getting into the pro league unless some Saudi prince. If you're out there, let us know. Wants
I don't
to
know if
pay
he'll
to
like
buy a
the
spot.
name.
Right.
He might love it though.
Yeah.
But it's
Provocative.
Call of Duty has made it near impossible for like the community ventures that you used to have, where you could qualify for the pro league to get in. So that's why I like Splitgate, because right now like it's a position where like we can come in and be a tier 1 organization for it.
That's
and
why. If
provide
you
the
don't know, we
content.
are actually worst case scenario second best team in the world, but we're the best team in the world.
Yeah.
Like, here in about whatever months or years until the league starts, they're gonna be knocking on our door, and we're gonna have a great buyout for y'all. We're gonna have a great buyout.
A great buyout.
I'm down.
But, yeah, we've been doing watch parties every weekend. Saturday's usually the Switch. Sunday is the 4v4 where we get to see all 4 of y'all together, Arco and Huffy. I love y'all, or like the duos and the Switch is always like, I think what last grand finals y'all played each other, and the other one they were in grand finals and y'all lost. So.
We got third.
They lost to them, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Last
I just
night.
remember the Balla clip. He was like, if you had a my duo, you wouldn't.
All right, I said if we had your duo, we would
Yeah.
win the
And
Switch.
then we got their duo and won the next Switch.
Deadass.
I saw one of the
Oh, that was
SWM
so good.
community made an edit of it. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
oh, that's
was
so
so
funny.
good.
Hey, perfect.
That's
I-
all
I-
we needed, dude.
I know. Just
That's
a-
all.
a
Somebody just throw mines down and just. That's all you need,
a
bro.
version shout
Just
out.
need good support, bro.
Mhm.
Guy's hilarious.
But that also brings me to, is that an issue in Splitgate? Because y'all, we were talking about it earlier, you know, like y'all are the top 2 teams by far, and then there's a steep fall off. Do you think the Splitgate life cycle will be hindered and competitive with that, or do you think people get better?
For sure.
I think like right now, definitely. I think in due time, people will start catching up. Which is like, I mean, it's kind of like a thing in every game. Like, there's always going to be the teams that are obviously the best, and then the other teams just have to work to catch up and get better by whatever means.
I mean, Halo was like that for years with Snakebite and them. They won everything
Yeah, exactly.
for
Yeah,
years.
But
those guys were
like
really
Royal 1,
good.
Royal 2 and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and like Optic Dynasty,
Yeah.
everything like
Do you
that.
think the mindset has changed now in competitive gaming? Like, I feel like
I feel like people
even when
definitely.
What do you mean?
I think franchising has changed it a little bit.
I think
like,
people
the
that
mindset, like-
yeah, people play way more for like money now than actual passion and like love of the game.
Oh,
if
for
that's what
sure.
you're getting at.
I get
Well,
like
no.
that, and like the guys who are like in that like mid range where they're pretty good, they don't even want to like get better. They would rather
Yeah.
just not show up, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
Like,
want to be the
I mean,
best.
we've
That's why
already
they're
seen it.
not.
Like there's like tournaments and stuff that people are literally just refusing to play just because we're entered in it, and they know they physically will not beat us and don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
It definitely is annoying, but like if they want to act that way, then we'll just win everything.
I think the
Like,
mindset from franchising has also changed things like that, where like there's not quote unquote there is super teams, but it's not like what we see in Splitgate right now, where there's 2 teams that are above and beyond everyone else, and then it's the rest of the pack. Like I feel like franchising has made things a lot more even playing fields for a lot of these games. You see it in League, you see it in you saw it in Overwatch for a while, and you saw it in COD. Like anybody can win on any given day now.
Yeah, I think that's because like the franchising and stuff like that, like the contracts are like
And
a
the
lot,
salary
a lot,
caps
a lot
and-
more strict. Where like you're not able to a lot of times form those super teams that
Right.
like simply just take over.
Now,
and
do you
win
think that's better
everything.
for the game, or do you like?
I
the
think it's
Splitgate
better.
format?
I think it's
I think
better
it's
for
better,
the viewership
For
part of it.
viewership,
Yeah.
definitely.
Because like more teams being competitive means more fan bases growing and more people watching, because it's not this absolute 3-0 stomping.
Like you
want
want to watch a
week.
match where it's close every time. It doesn't
Right.
even matter who you're
Yeah,
rooting for.
which
You
is
just
why,
want to
like-
see a good game.
Like our finals versus Apollo
Right.
and them every single time, it's just been absolute cinema. Like
Yeah.
literally,
Banger every time.
Basically-
Last map, close maps.
Yeah.
Like it's way more fun, I think, with that as a viewer, as someone who's not I can understand what's happening, but I can't keep up.
Yeah.
But watching you guys play each other is way more fun for me on the couch
Oh yeah.
than
You can tell there's
watching.
real plays being
Our
made.
track
Yeah.
record is
Ideas.
insane though with how exciting our games have been. Like
Yeah.
We're like
Think about it
5
on-
overall seconds away from being like 3-peat or 4-peat or
Bro,
whatever.
we
almost,
literally
No,
and
for real.
either team could have won
Tenths
every
of a
single
second.
tournament so
Yeah.
far.
Tenths of a second on some of those firecracker games.
Yeah.
So I was
exactly.
adding them all up from every single Sunday. We were like 5 overall seconds.
Yeah,
no,
away
it's
from
nuts.
3.
It's really so close.
Well, even like back to the Splitgate 1 days, I mean, you guys got third off a leg.
yeah,
yeah.
off a shoulder.
Well,
shot.
Shoulder,
we
yeah.
weren't expected to get third either.
Right.
Like people did not think we would have placed that well either because we beat SSG in the winners semis, and nobody would have predicted that ever.
Right, because who was the top team? T1?
T1 and then
yeah,
SSG.
and then
And
SSG,
they,
They-
people
they
were saying
ended
that
up in
SSG
the
was the only one with a
finals.
chance to beat T1.
Yeah,
right?
SSG
Yeah, and I mean
could've
they
beat
did. They
them,
went second
yeah.
best of 7, game 7.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Swooty won, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So talk to me about the Swooty beef in the off season. That's not real beef, but it's beef.
It's not.
We lost to them.
It's not real beef.
No, it's not.
whatsoever.
But Swooty did beat us, and that hurt me that day. That broke a part of me. You know
Yeah.
that?
Did it?
Well, maybe yeah.
Not
We got
really,
reverse.
but-
we got reverse swept last night. We choked.
He started watching the.
Yeah, he
Looking
watched
at the-
Owens
yeah.
react.
He
Yeah,
started
dude, that
looking
was
out.
crazy.
He is
But,
good
like,
for content.
Owen's
That
gonna
is
get hype,
crazy.
dropping 90 kills in a map like
Yeah.
against.
I mean, yeah, I
the
was
other best
shitting on
team.
them, and I don't know. I just felt like I was everything.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna scream. Winning or
truly
we,
do
losing,
we,
I'm
feel-
definitely,
screaming.
we definitely choked, but honestly, that tournament didn't feel like it was ours to win. Like you get a feeling when you're going into like something and you just know you're gonna
Yeah.
win, or you just like there was no like
Yeah, I don't
there is
know.
no like 100% we're winning this, but like these last few tourneys that we've won and like how the team's
just
looking
feel
now,
it.
how I'm feeling now, like I feel that right now we are the best team. With like how much we've been improving, like all as individuals and just team wise in general, like right now, if we played against them, I think we would win. But
I do think for Splitgate, it's good to have people like Swooty,
oh, for
who
sure.
where he went to COD, kind of got a bigger name
Dude,
now.
yeah,
And he's just a great
Yeah.
it
content
help
guy.
literally save the game.
Oh,
him-
100%.
Him having his viewer base that he does right now and his supports and stuff like that is like really good for
Yeah,
the
we
community.
need that.
Yeah.
Literally
I
need
don't
him.
I don't I don't think it's good. A lot of his viewers that come to our streams and like talk shit and like are super weird. Because like obviously there's like
Dude,
the
they're
in-game
weird, but
banter and shit talk and stuff like
cares,
that, which is
man?
completely fine with like us and Swooty just back and forth.
Mhm.
It's
I mean, it's
never
a
it never
rivalry.
really means anything. No,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Optic versus
Every
FaZe.
Talk
rivalry and
shit,
stuff,
right? And
but,
same with like our fans if we
Yeah.
have any.
Well,
We
I'm
would-
talking
Yeah,
about like
shit.
I'm
Exactly.
talking mainly about the viewers that went to like Huff and Arco's stream. Like Arco
I have
literally
no
said that
idea.
that he got like 50 DMs from Swooty supporters on like Twitter and stuff like that, telling him to like just like end
Yeah.
it.
Crazy.
Like stuff like that is OD.
And I know
But-
it's not Swooty sending him over.
No,
to
not
do that
not
either.
not at all. It's no hate to
So
Swooty
Swooty's actually a
whatsoever.
good dude talking to him.
No, yeah, it's just like his viewer base sometimes, but like him having like the viewers he does and like the content that he makes, the personality he has is definitely really good. For
And the
this
other
team.
one that I've been noticing recently is Kush and Snipe Down have been playing a ton together.
Yeah, dude, I think that's so
it's
smart
Kush, Snipe
too.
Down, Zach,
Yeah.
and Hypnos.
Yeah, and they've been like, I tuned into Kush the other day because he's a good old homie of mine from COD days.
I love Zach.
Like,
Mhm.
good kid. And he got hosted by Snipe Down, and he was holding 230 viewers because the viewers genuinely wanted to watch Splitgate because of
Mhm.
how fun and quick and
Yeah, Snipe Down
Like the
being
movement and stuff.
Yeah, and watching somebody that's
Snipe Down
played it,
actually
yeah.
trying to compete in it right now is also very good because he's like been scrimming with them and stuff. I think we're scrimming them tomorrow.
I think there
Actually.
Yeah, I
needs to be
think we do
eyes on the
play
game.
tomorrow.
Like me, if I didn't have a team in it, I
Mhm.
wouldn't be watching as much. But watching it, it makes me want to play. So
Yeah.
people
Mhm.
look at the game being played by two good teams.
And we've talked
Exactly.
about that with people from like Swooty stream that come to ours and people from our stream. Like they said that all the time. Like, well, I never would have found Splitgate if it wasn't for you guys having this team. But like, this is one of the most entertaining competitive games I've watched. And I want to get into it. I want to support it. I want to be a part of like this community, which I think is really cool.
No,
Because like Splitgate is bringing people from other games. Because like Woodham went to what, Halo?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in
A bunch of
Halo.
you guys went to COD. Did anyone go to Apex too? Right?
Charmander and
Char,
JP.
Yeah.
JP. They qualified for
and
Pro
Marvel
League.
Rivals as well. But they're
Jalen, Chenzo,
just all these
Jules.
talented, or even Suppress, your
Yeah,
roommate.
Suppress, yeah.
That guy's, by the way, if Suppress, you're watching this, you are one of the grossest mouse and keyboard players I've ever watched.
He's one of the most
Yeah, he's the
mechanically
goat.
gifted
Like
people ever.
absolutely insane watching
He's
this
the
guy
goat.
I love
play.
Super. But yeah, not like it definitely like was like that downtime we had, it was really cool seeing like all of the Splitgate pros go to their like own like
Respective
other
games,
respective
yeah. Yeah,
games
everybody
and
found
still
something.
do really well, because there was a lot of disrespect on like Splitgate 1 pros and stuff like that. Like, oh, you only went pro because nobody's playing the game. None of you guys
Mickey
are
Mouse,
actually
like,
good.
pro sort
But
of
then
thing,
like, we
yeah.
all go to our own shit and we like either go pro or we play really well like amateur, like in the amateur level.
Yeah.
Like there were the people playing Splitgate 1 were talented as shit. I mean, Woodham is placing top 6 at majors, beating Optic on mouse and keyboard and Halo. Like,
Right.
like people
Splitgate
like
takes a lot
that.
of
Well, then
raw
you got
generational.
you two versus Apollo in grand finals of CCL Academy.
Yeah,
Like that was a
Yeah.
cool one too. And now like you guys are 3 of the top players in the world.
fast series.
It wasn't
I
a
wish
quick
it was the
4-0.
same as COD.
It was a
Yeah.
quick 4-0
Yeah.
in COD. but-
Yeah.
I wish it was the same
Right,
as COD.
right now he
shit.
might have a little bit of the number currently, but we'll take it back.
I think it's a great melting pot of all the games coming together, and I think this is a game that takes them almost the most amount of just raw
Yeah,
talent.
this
Well, because
game.
it's also a huge mix of mouse and keyboard and controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes
Yeah,
it
it's
very
like-
unique.
Almost 50-50 with how many people play. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's really cool how that like it just like allows more people to actually come to the game and like play it at a competitive level, because you
Now,
can
do you
use
guys
both inputs.
think other games should do that, where they allow multiple inputs, like COD? Or?
Not every game, no.
I don't think. I mean, COD's just been controller only for so long to the point where I don't think they should.
I think this is a special game that can
yeah.
do it. Every other game.
Well,
it really
Halo
can't.
Halo recently allowed mouse and keyboard too.
I think it's been allowed.
did good
I think
in
it's been
Halo,
allowed,
though.
but like MNK is just not like there hasn't been a player until basically Woodham that like has been able to play at a top 6 level on mouse and keyboard against like controller players and stuff like that.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I thought it was like 2 years ago they finally allowed like the mouse and key.
You know,
input or
it's been
something.
allowed for a good bit.
Yeah,
but
they've
like,
had it, but there's nobody's
there's
ever
nobody
that
who's
makes sense.
actually been
you couldn't
competitive
compete,
enough.
You just
Right.
get shit on.
Yeah, because they added like the slight aim assist on it, which definitely helped.
Not him though. That kid is shitting on
Oh yeah, no,
everybody.
Woodham's he's a generational talent for sure.
Nah, he's good. His pop is terrifying sometimes in Splitgate.
Oh, yeah.
it is.
100%. He is nuts.
Now, from your guys' perspective, outside of your own team, who has been the best player for Splitgate 1, Splitgate 2 that
Woodham.
you've played against?
Woodham, it's not close.
Jalen.
Jalen Mans?
Yeah,
that guy's gross.
Jalen Mans.
Woodham,
I found him through our old director.
Jalen Mans is a good.
I found him through our old director,
wins.
Brian.
Yeah.
he does win a lot.
Yeah, he was winning everything. He was.
Because I've heard Suppress, Woodham, Jalen.
Probably
Yeah,
Jules.
like Woodham's like probably the hardest kill, but like Jalen's doing everything. He just wins. It doesn't matter. He just wins.
And then where would you put Suppress? Like aim-wise against those guys?
Aim. He's probably like number 1 aim.
Yeah, when it comes to mouse and
Aim,
keyboard
number
players, when
one.
it comes to mouse and keyboard players, definitely
Him
top,
and Woodham?
at least top 3.
aim, probably.
It's probably him.
Super
It's probably
Chenzo or-
Super Woodham Chenzo
Yeah,
That's crazy.
is like top 3 aimers on MNK that I played against for sure.
that guy's actually good at aiming though. Like he
Mhm.
played
Oh,
Val
yeah.
too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, he did.
played
Because when
Val.
he was renting out my room in Boston for a while, he would just stream Val, and then there was
Yeah.
another game that had just came out, and he was like the number 1
The
player.
finals.
Yeah, the final. He was the
Yeah,
number
he
1
was grinding
player,
the
and just
finals.
I thought the finals was Splitgate when I saw like a clip earlier today.
That's so funny.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It looked like what's that map? Is like Stadium or what was that new map that just
Yeah.
got added?
I mean, Grit Academy.
Academy. If, for
It
some
looked like
reason,
Academy.
It looked like Academy for some
Mhm.
reason.
It probably
I don't know
yeah.
why.
It's probably
Yeah.
a
I've
only
copy
seen
of a
the-
finals.
The
map.
finals Loki is like, I mean, it is a game kind of like it.
It's
It's
kinda-
obviously
It looks like
it. It looks
but
like the same
it
universe,
is really
kinda.
fast paced.
Yeah.
I actually liked playing the finals. That game was fun.
yeah, I've seen a
But,
lot of people play that.
But yeah, like even like I mean, talking about the finals, like Jules, I think it was Jules, Suppress, and
Yeah,
someone
Jules played
else
it.
like were ranked like number 1, 2, and 3 in the entire world.
Yeah,
in the
It's
finals.
crazy.
dude, they were like racing against like all of Asia.
Yeah,
to
and,
try
like,
and get
I think
number
Jules'
one,
pinned
literally,
tweet
bro.
still is like, "This is for America," or
Yeah.
something. Just him being number 1 over
There's a
like,
bunch of
it was
Asian
like
cheaters,
Asia,
bro.
like Korea or something like that. Like I don't know. Yeah, but I'd say Woodham. I think Woodham was like thought of like as like the best Splitgate 1 player for most of the time, besides like the time where you probably were,
Yeah.
like in the earlier days. But yeah, Woodham was like, I mean, he's playing from Finland on over like 150 ping. Like
Wait,
the
he's playing
entire-
from Finland?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. He's
He-
not even
in,
close
in these
to
Splitgate
here.
2 lobbies where he's just dominating. He is on 150
Wait, is
ping.
he from there then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, that's I had no
He's
idea
lived
about
and
that.
played from Finland his whole life. Splitgate 1, Splitgate 2, and he's still the
He's
best
like
player in the game.
He's like a myth or a legend over there, I swear to God.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's absurd. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Speaking of online, when do you think Splitgate comes to LAN?
I've talked to a few people Mainly tantrums is
Yep.
is the biggest one trying to set it up.
The
Shout
voice
out
of-
Tanner.
The voice of the Speedy White Man in
Yeah,
Splitgate right
100%. But he I know I don't know if he wants me to talk about it, but I will, I guess. He's talked to like the owner of like Knox and like Tennessee and stuff to try to host a Splitgate LAN there. Getting a bigger venue would probably take some more time and like until like an official pro league is actually announced. I think the Splitgate themselves would be down to host LANs.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be investing a lot more into it, and like LANs are just the best for
Yeah.
exposure and stuff. So I think once an actual pro league starts, Splitgate themselves will host some.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, I guess it'd technically be like a local, like a Splitgate local, how like COD does locals.
I think the interest of like the first one will like, as long as there's enough time in between, like sort of, there it'll give people a reason to like actually like scrim the game. And,
Yeah,
like,
I think Tanner said he's trying to do it in the next couple months. Hopefully
I think you
by
could
the end of
get
the
30.
summer.
I think you could get 30 plus teams too.
I think a good people. I mean, I think a lot of people would go
Well,
just
there's
to
never
like,
been
play
a
for
lane,
fun.
so like it'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Just doing a lane, you get a lot of
Like
money.
95% of like the people who were pro in Splitgate 1 and the people that are considered pro right now in Splitgate 2 have like never met each other in person ever.
Yeah, because there's just never been.
The
a
only
lane.
I've met Jalen, who's currently not playing because he's pro in Marvel Rivals. Jules also playing Marvel Rivals. I met. Was that it? I might just
I've
be,
met you two,
Owen.
Suppress and Kush.
I met Kush. I met
never met
Maddie,
Kush.
but Maddie's not playing. I met Akuvo, who's a developer. But like other than that, I literally have not met a single person. Like not one, or I met Swooty at DreamHack. But
Oh,
like,
Swooty, yeah.
other than that, like
Yeah,
nobody. So I think it'd be dope. I think a lot of Splitgate players, like actual Splitgate players, would come just to play. Even like I think in the current state, some people might be turned down because if our team's going and then Apollo's team is going, like they're not gonna be. They're gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna win. Why would we spend this money to go?
Yeah.
I think it'd be a lot easier to get all those people there when there's orgs and stuff eventually and
Yeah,
getting
that's my main
funded.
thing. Like, that's what I love about the league they are doing. It is cool, but I wanted to really enforce like orgs to like get teams, even if they're not like signing and like stuff like that. But
Yeah,
start influencing orgs to get into Splitgate is kind of.
I think like if a local is announced though, like any of the top, like let's just say Kush Snipe Down team, the Snipe Down's gonna get them an org, like an org gonna.
And then
fund
Swooty's
Snipe
team will
Down.
always go with the Zoom
And
Mafia.
then-
Yeah, that would be sick.
A
If they
Swooty's
could
team,
somehow do that,
they could
that'd be
probably go
so
as
sick.
Stallions, like no bullshit.
A Stallions.
And then
Splitgate
we'd
team
go
would
as
be
Speedy
sick.
White
sick.
Men, obviously, and then like.
I bet Omit would get into it.
JP, Chloe, and them, they have really good connections. They can easily get an org. Or like just the fact that we were all on tier 1 organizations in Splitgate 1 and like stuff like that would just get other orgs inclined to fund like a local, like fund
Yeah,
teams to
100%.
locals and stuff. So I guess like even if we ran one soon, they would definitely be able to find orgs to help. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I'm
because
sure
then
it'd
you
be
just
good.
hit them with the like, hey, I played for T1.
Yeah, he
like-
did. He won grands with T1. in,
Right, like
the
come
second or third
come
season.
send us to this event. Like that's a good opportunity for
Hey,
those
I have
teams.
Snipe Down on my roster. Fully fund us. Bet.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm on. I'm in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess
Do you want
let's
to jump into
transition-
their stories?
Yeah, I was about to transition to like move into the house. But what were y'all's lives? How has it been since moving? Where were
Yeah.
y'all at?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I got you. Well, I was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I mean, it's a nice area. It's just
You
boring.
drove all the way down here.
Yeah, I had to drive.
That's
So
incredible.
like, it was pretty far. I
And
didn't
it was
see
you drew through a lot of.
Yeah, I went through literally like hell to get here. It was absurd. But I had to get Steve on my way here, and met Steve. Ended up getting off exit 222 somehow to get Steve, which I thought he was setting me up. It didn't seem real at all.
That was a prank.
But I drove probably 3 hours after I got him, and I'm like, all right, word, we're gonna switch, whatever. Halfway through his drive, dude, we go into a tornado. We're in the middle of Tennessee, and it's just crazy, bro. I've never seen anything like it. It was like probably 5:30, 6 o'clock, bro, and it's just pitch black.
Pitch black, yeah.
I'm
And you can feel the
I'm
difference.
like, is this just a time zone thing, or
you
like
can, you
is
can
it-
feel something's off.
Yeah, no, it was scary. I was literally like shitting my pants. I thought we were gonna die.
Because I was keeping up
And-
contact with you guys from Connor's crib,
Yeah,
and you were like, "Yo, I don't know if we're gonna make
I've
it."
never seen anything like it, dude. It was like we were driving into like a tsunami.
Yeah.
And we ended up making it through and whatever. But the whole drive here was just, it was like 24 hours. Lost my wallet on the way here.
Yeah.
Just not
That's brutal, bro.
the most fun drive. But I mean, once I got here, we got settled in pretty quick. Probably like, I'd say like first week was like moving everything in, getting
Micro
everything
Center
set up.
runs.
And then
Yeah,
Dream
hella
Hack as
Micro
well.
Center
Yeah.
runs.
Dream Hack as well.
Yeah, DreamHack.
Yeah,
DreamHack
first
was
week was
fun.
construction time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But we got y'all too. the way we set up the crib is it is a 4-bedroom, and we have y'all in the master next
Yeah,
to
me
each
and
other.
Balla
where
got the
y'all-
master.
So
Yep.
I think it's a
Mhm.
lit way to like
Aura,
set up
aura.
everybody.
Yep. Straight
That way
aura.
y'all don't have to hear us screaming, but y'all can still kind of hear the echo through the wall for the energy.
Yeah, nah, it's
side.
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
Well, I know
Nah,
people have
it's
seen their
insane.
room from the clips and stuff, but I don't think people realize like how much of a grind mindset these guys have. Like, I'll walk into the room because it's the only usable like bathroom to go number 2
4-bedroom,
in right
one
now.
bathroom right now.
Bro, that bathroom.
Yeah, they
and
destroyed
everything.
the. Parker already destroyed the first bathroom. Don't let him lie to you.
Ah, okay. But like Owen will be sleeping on the ground with a blanket, just grinding it out. Like it's honestly like motivating for someone like even me. Like, oh, dude, this guy, like, this is how bad this guy wants it. Like, he's willing to move, like,
We
quit
got
his
one
job.
of the best Splitgate players in the world sleeping on the floor, and you're in your princess bed.
Yeah.
Think about that,
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I've streamed over 250 hours already too.
Yeah.
This month.
dude. He's been grinding the most. He's just killing it. He
So-
loves it.
Talk about a little bit, like, for both of you, like,
Well, I didn't.
Oh,
do,
yeah,
I
do
didn't
yours,
my
and then I got a
story.
question.
Trip yet, Park? Where we
I didn't
Yeah,
do
my bad, my bad.
story.
skipping steps again.
But yeah, I'm from originally Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, small suburb in Minnesota, near Minneapolis. Like a couple weeks before I moved down here, we moved to Bloomington. But yeah, basically lived there my entire life. Besides when I went to St. Edward's in Austin for like 8 or 9 months, I lived there. But yeah, started off from there. Nice, loving family, thankfully.
Supporting.
Worked a server as a server at Outback Steakhouse in Bloomington.
serving
Actually,
them
a really
bloomin'
good
onions.
job. I really did enjoy it. I feel like it made me really good. Like, it made me a lot better at talking and like social skills and having less social anxiety and stuff. Being forced to basically talk to strangers every day.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was good paying, stuff like that. I was able to live at home, which was nice. Went to school at Concordia St. Paul this year. We got T16 and CCL, but we weren't like the greatest CCL team, but it was pretty good for like the players that we had. But yeah, basically that's where I came from and what I was doing before coming down here. And then coming down here was pretty smooth. Just packed the bare necessities, took a flight, came over, had no real issues. Didn't have to drive through a tsunami, thankfully.
Just had to book a one-way flight. That's all you
Yeah,
had to do.
just a one
Didn't
way.
was it me who picked you up at the airport?
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
first ever one way flight I've ever booked, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, the first ever flight I've taken with no plan of going back.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice.
Crazy feeling, right?
It is 100%. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, the time we've been here, been great.
Where did you fly?
I flew
Frontier?
Delta.
Or
I
no,
flew Delta.
Delta.
I
bag.
didn't know if you hit him with
Yeah.
Spirit or not.
Yeah, nah, I flew
It was
Delta.
almost Frontier. He almost probably didn't get here, man.
Oh no.
All right, so talk about how since moving to the house has changed like your streaming career, your competitive career, and just like your overall outlook for your life right now.
I mean, it's absurd, man. Like, never thought in a million years this would be a possibility. This is like the stuff all of us who have like competed in video games ever have like dreamed of. Is like, being younger, watching the Optic House stuff, the Phase House stuff, everything like that. It's like, wow, I really wish I could do that. And you never really actually think it would happen. And now we're here, thanks to you for the most part.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Connor.
But yeah, it's truly a blessing. Definitely gonna do everything I can to not take it for granted. Hopefully, it becomes a more permanent thing in the future. I want nothing more but to do this for the rest of my life and make this my job, make this my career, everything. But yeah, like just being able to be here and have no responsibilities basically besides content and play. So like,
But it's not as
being
easy as
able-
people think either.
Oh
though.
no, not
it's
at all. We are
easy at all.
grinding, bro.
No,
I promise
not
you, we
at
are
all.
grinding.
Every day
Late-
feels like, wow, I
late
actually
nights,
have
early
to do.
mornings.
Like, you can't just get up and do nothing that day.
Right.
Yeah.
If you do nothing, you failed.
Yeah,
Right.
we have to.
You're not paying the light
but like
bill.
it's good though. Like like when I was at home and stuff, like I hate like being comfortable in life. Obviously, is like good, but like I don't like. I felt like I was like stagnated. Like
You're
there was-
comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, there was nothing that like I could do to like improve or like anything like that. I basically was just doing the same thing every
same
single
thing.
day.
Oh, and you're like going crazy.
So yeah,
doing it.
like being here and like just having it be so different is like it's amazing. It pushes me out of my comfort zone, makes me learn new things, stuff like that. And like having the ability to just play the game all day, like it's the reason why I'm one of the best players in the world. I literally can sit here and play for hours upon hours, and not everyone has that luxury.
Well,
by
and
any
the
means.
crazy thing is it's like people are like, "Oh, you guys have no responsibilities. You're just having fun." It's like, honestly, we're putting in more hours here than we would if we were back home with jobs.
I've streamed for 250 hours in the last like 28 days.
Yeah, no, it's been grueling, and we love it.
That's the main ingredient was having a competitive team linked with this. So it was like beautiful time. And every time I saw y'all were always like waiting for Splitgate. So like,
I mean,
this is
dude,
the
it was-
most
Yeah,
beautiful time
literally.
we
I mean,
do.
bro, like literally
Like-
our move-in date was a day before the game came out. Like,
Yeah, it was
literally
the
could
most
not
perfect
have been
time.
better,
Y'all
bro.
went from I know how you had good internet, but you had bad
Oh,
internet.
I had awful internet.
Now everybody's in the same. Hopefully, we get Huffey and Arco out here eventually for at least like a big tournament weekend.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
so
that'd be awesome.
fun.
100%.
Like
I would
actual
love that.
land here, pretty much.
Arco's Atlanta. He's got that.
Yeah, he's close.
He's got the perfect flight, bro. It's just straight from Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
And like you said, like you want to make this a permanent thing. I mean, we've talked about it. Like as we continue to grow, and I don't want to call it the business, but the business keeps going to the sky, and
He's in LLC.
yeah, as we keep growing it. I mean,
Finally
that's
bringing
the
in some
goal is
money.
to make it a. That's the goal, right? I mean, just to make it a permanent thing. We want to have a 12-month lease on a house out here and be able to keep doing what we're doing, because I know like you guys love it, especially for the competitive
it's
side.
great, dude. I mean,
plus
every
the
day
content.
I wake up, I love this. It doesn't feel real.
Right.
Still doesn't feel real.
No, yeah.
So
I don't think it'll ever feel real. I'm not gonna lie.
continuing on what you were saying though, like what has it also done for like your streaming side of things?
I mean, dude, my stream has been doing amazing. I think I'm sitting at 346 subs. I don't think I ever broke 20, even when I was a pro in SPLITGATE 1 in streaming. Like, I don't know. It's insane. Like, being able to put this many hours in, having the community that we have, big supporters like Lucy, John, Pumi, Kays, a bunch of others. I'm probably
Beat
forgetting.
Bop
I'm
or
sorry.
whatever.
Thank you to everybody.
I don't mean to be forgetting your name, but, like, it's just off the top of my head. But, yeah, having the supporters we have is absolutely amazing. This like viewership that I've been getting and everyone else has been getting, the support we've all been getting, it's truly a blessing, and it'll never be taken for granted. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
What about you, Hunnit?
I mean, for me, I had when I streamed SPLITGATE, like at first, I had a lot of viewers, I had subs, so I'm trying to get back to what that was. I took a huge break from the first game. Like I was like, I don't know, I was one of the top players. Everybody knew me in that one. So for me, it's just getting back to where I was, and this is like the perfect opportunity. Because I mean, I believe I can be the best player, literally whatever I do. I just really have to care and just embrace this opportunity.
Yeah, because you're also one of the older players, right?
Yeah.
'Cause-
I'm probably I might be the oldest player that's actually pro,
You're the
besides
Nah.
JP.
JP and Ritz.
Yeah. Oh,
JP, Ritz, and Chloe.
JP Ritz. Is Chloe older than me?
I think so.
Is he?
I think
You're what, 26?
I think
Yeah,
I think
I thought he
he's
was-
already 26.
Is
Because
he?
you and
Okay.
you and Connor are the only two I think that are older than me in the house.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you're 26, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone that I tell
can't
that
either.
everyone that I tell
Everyone
you're
thinks
26,
he's like 18, 19.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone that I tell you're 26 is mind blown.
Yeah. That's why I got to get out the mud now,
Well, yeah,
because shit, I don't got too much time left.
He's 26.
At
I mean,
all.
dude, your POV still looks like you're fucking 16. Like, I don't
does.
understand like the shit that you're doing. But like, I mean,
I got to keep doing it. That's for damn
Arco's
sure.
19, so you're like 6.5 years older than Arco.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe it that he was only 19.
Dude, think about that. When you were a senior in high school, he was in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually nuts.
And that's my teammate.
How old's Huff? 22?
Me?
Oh, yeah,
Huff.
22. I'm
20
pretty
I
sure.
think Huff's 22. I'm 22 now too.
How have y'all felt living in the house day to day in terms of dealing with everything else? Because 7 dudes in a 4-bedroom crib.
Dude, some days it's annoying as hell, for sure.
Yeah.
But, like, I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I would not want to put up with anybody else, but, like, it's annoying sometimes, for sure.
It could be we could have had a way worse pod of people. Like we
Yeah,
have,
nah, it
we
could
could
be
have had way
actual
worse, like,
hell. Yeah, we're doing pretty good, though,
we
I
have
think.
a pretty
For-
good dynamic of like everybody's streaming like style is a slightly different what like viewers they could attract sort of. So that's what I think is perfect. We had a bunch of clones sort of that all did the same sort of stuff that wouldn't work. Like
Right.
y'all both play SPLITGATE, but you would watch Hunted more for that cracked, falling out the back of his chair type shit.
Or when he's even IRL
come on,
streaming, he's a good
dude.
time.
He's just yelling, "Come on now!" He's yelling dead in the
Yeah.
kitchen, like.
Like, and if you tune into Stripe stream, you're for sure gonna learn something for sure.
It
that
might be a
stream,
little more
like-
family friendly.
Yeah, a little more family friendly. He's, very quick at replying to chat, giving extra stuff. But you watch Hunted for like pure entertainment. You watch Balla for like a mixture of hybrid content sort.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I love about that.
And then you guys have started doing the live streaming from the IRL a bit. I
Dude,
know we did the
that's
ball
so
stream.
fun.
Dude,
And you and I
IRL
had
stream's
so much fun doing it.
Yeah, I love it.
I want to do way more, but like every time I've tried, it just been the servers just cut the stream out.
I mean,
Doing it on
you
my
Tried at
also
the zoo.
you also had to dye your hair for the stream.
Yeah, I dyed my hair. I'm not gonna show it out now, but
No, you have to. You have to.
Oh, I forgot it was.
Yeah,
green.
now
Look
you
at
have
that.
to.
Yep. Look at
green ass hair,
Beautiful.
green ass hair. But yeah, that was for 200 gifted subs. I expected to not hit 200 subs for at least a month. I hit it in a week. So yeah, it came a lot sooner than expected. Also, we had to get our tattoos
Yeah,
soon.
tattoos.
Yeah.
I had a 250
I'm
sub
ready
goal
for
for
that.
tattoos. Didn't think I
I
was
didn't
gonna hit
hit
that for a
mine,
month
but
and
I
a
still
half.
just got to do it. I'm pretty
I need
sure.
to
Whenever
get it
they do
before I
theirs, I'm
leave.
doing mine.
I just want to get the SWM logo. Like, just Even if
Yeah,
like
I
this
want- I'm
doesn't
gonna right
last
here.
long term,
Yeah, I like that.
Or do I get my left leg right? I'll probably do this leg. But
I just want like the tattoo to remember like everything.
yeah.
at the
Like the
minimum.
Running Man logo with SWM below.
Yeah.
No, that'd be perfect.
That's what I'm doing as well.
Mhm.
That'd be lit.
And I'm doing 222 right on the stomach.
I like
think
that.
Steve's
All
getting 222
big.
too.
Yeah, he's getting.
He's
on
getting
his
a
leg,
lot
too.
smaller one. You're getting a big
I think
one.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Stu
get some
said
crazy
he would
shit.
also end up doing the logo.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah, Stu
And then
needs to
Nick
get one
as
too.
well.
Stu hit he hit his tattoo goal too.
Damn, that was a tongue twister.
Yeah.
That one got you.
It was.
and then Nick's gonna get one. I think he said as well.
What do you think? What do you think Nick's getting?
He said he would get the SWM logo
Oh,
with the
yeah.
SWM under it.
Love that.
But other than
Nick
that,
just gets an
boys,
IR.
He just gets an IR tattooed on him.
Honestly, that'd
That'd be way better.
That'd be on brand.
It's an IR, but it's just a SWM IR.
Yeah, that is.
That's actually funny.
But yeah, I guess for those of you that don't know, this is a content house. We are combining all of our checks from all the ways that we are monetized to pay the rent here, to pay the light bill.
Mm-hmm.
Figuratively, we want to make sure we keep the lights on. The lights did start
But we
flickering there
actually-
the first week, or
Yeah.
whatever.
So yeah, basically what that means is whoever you guys are supporting, whether you're subbed to all of us, one of us, any of us, you're watching any of us at all, you're supporting the entire house by
It literally
supporting
helps
any
everybody.
individual.
Mhm.
Yeah, you get the sub. That's
Going to the house.
like $5 out of your pocket. We maybe get $250 of it, but that's $250 that could split 8 ways.
Mhm.
Sanjay,
Sanjay.
Eventually.
Speedy White Cat's making an appearance.
Yeah.
Shy.
there might be a special guest coming up.
Yeah, if he comes
He
over to the
knows, I
camera,
think.
who
He knows he's on camera.
Yeah, I think
He's
he's
hiding.
scared.
He's a
Dude, every
criminal.
time we got cameras out here, he comes up and shows himself.
Yeah, he just shows up randomly.
Oh.
He's rolling
What a
around.
monster.
Yeah. So what are you? I'm curious about this. What are your guys' goals for the future, a part of SWM, and then for yourselves?
So goals is I just want to be like people keep asking, are we another phase or are we another optic? No, we're another SWM.
Yeah.
So we're creating our own family, our own.
I mean, we take
group,
influences from it, but
yeah,
we want to be our own thing.
yeah,
at the
they're the
same time.
greats. We want to be like them, but we want to be our own thing. We
Yeah.
want
We're
to
a
be
big melting
authentic.
pot of culture.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what
We want to
it
be
is.
everything all in one.
Because I think someone the other day on a call that Connor and I were talking to said we had a lot of Barstool vibes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And I mean, we're gonna be like the Nelk boys of gaming, pretty much. Like that's what we're doing. We're trying to have fun.
Nope. Lyrical Lemonade,
Yep.
Barstool, Phase, Optic, both those house eras / the new Phase house era. You melt all those into a big
We
old
take
pot.
inspiration from all the
Yeah.
greats.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you smoke that using code SWM with a $sign at the beginning for 25% off all Kush World products.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
$sign WM, shameless plug.
But I mean, yeah,
$WM.
we just want to be one of the greats. And I mean, I know for me personally, I just want to support my loved ones and change my life and have generational wealth. That's really it. I want to make sure my
Mhm.
kids have what I didn't. That's
Yeah,
it.
pretty much just like, just be the best me I can be, improve myself every single day, support everyone that supports me, give back to the community, give back to my friends and family, and just be the best player in the world.
I like that.
Always aiming for it.
Generational.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I think with y'all two is. I'm riding with y'all until y'all decide to leave me and fly out the nest, and then me and Parker will just be your agent.
I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take a lot for us to
Yeah.
do
It's
that.
gonna
I'm
take a
not gonna
lot,
lie.
Uh-huh.
That's our goal. Always has been. I wanted to do it more with Call of Duty, but it's just not realistic to do. This is what I'm all in on Splitgate until I'm out.
Yeah,
know,
but
until
like,
the
I mean,
game's out.
and even if like there is something that's like so crazy that we do, like we will always let Speedy White Men be with us at every step of the way. Like you said, manager, anything like that. Like, it's
just come up
it's
there.
gonna take a big thing for us to leave. So I doubt it happens, but if it does, then we still we'll be repping SWM.
That means something
all
really
I
the
mean,
time.
I
good
don't think it.
happened
I don't
for
think
it
it
to happen
ends.
too.
Whenever
I
we
mean,
get on
it'd be-
another team, I
both
think
are
everybody
wins.
goes with us.
Yeah,
I
it'd be
think that's
nuts.
the stipulation.
Yeah,
If you
like,
want us, I
if
think
we become
everybody
the
comes
T1,
with.
we win. If we release y'all to a T1, we're still a part of the process.
Like we,
either way.
if
Or
we,
even if you guys are just content creators still, but then you compete for them.
like if we join Phase, it's like all of Speedy White Men goes to Phase. It's
Yeah.
not like just us goes to Phase.
You're like, oh, by the way, you're signing 19 people.
Hey, the badges are going on their paycheck.
Only
Yeah.
two of us are playing.
Dude. But that's also the beautiful part is y'all are at the same time creating a longevity of a fan base where people will watch y'all even if like Splitgate died in a few weeks, just fell off. Y'all still have
Mhm.
content to push and all that on accident. Y'all are just like content creatures anyway. So like y'all are grinding the game and y'all aren't just all in on this side or this side. Y'all are doing both and still the best. So that's the beautiful part.
I mean, yeah, it's just mainly because the situation that we're in, like we're able to put time into both to actually be successful in the both. Because like a lot of people that are like really grinding content, you really aren't able to compete because you're probably working at that point if you're not like already developed. But like in this house that we're at and everything like that, we have time to do both. And I've always said that if given like the right setting and situation, that I know that I could be like the best in a game. I know that I could do really well content wise and stuff like that. I've just never had the situation where I'm able to put enough time into it and stuff like that. And now that we're here, I want nothing more but to keep doing what I'm doing and have the most passion in the world.
That's why I was so sad, like having to watch y'all grind COD, knowing how bad it is.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you
I
know?
hated it.
It
I
felt like
hated
hell,
it.
bro. It felt
the
like hell. I just
entire
felt like I was in
time.
purgatory waiting for something to
The
save me.
entire time I'm sitting there like, dude, I just can't wait for SPLITGATE to come out. I can't
That's
wait.
why having to watch y'all play COD, I'm like, dude, this is.
I'm literally
like,
telling my teammates after this major, I'm done. Like I'm not playing anymore.
And then you played with me.
Oh yeah, I mean that was fun though. Like I'll play for fun and like a random weekend
Yeah,
here and
y'all
there.
were getting
but, like,
hype.
like I just hopped
Down
in,
100 points, yelling in the hard
Yeah,
point.
you were getting
Like,
crazy.
Like I just hopped in those money 8s the other day, dropping a 3 KD on people that I haven't got off the game. Like that
there we
guy's an
go.
asshole. That guy's an asshole.
That guy loves it.
He does
Every
it
night.
Every night.
Asshole.
Every night.
I guess other than that, is there anything else we want to touch on? Sort of. Is there any ideas?
You guys want to
Bart?
shout out all of our sponsors?
Wait, shout out.
Yeah.
We haven't talked. We talked about like all the people in the house, but shout out Casbo. We haven't talked about Casbo.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout
yeah,
out
yeah.
Talk about
Casbo. He's
Casbo.
the GOAT.
Casbo has created some incredible graphics. We had a buffer time the first week or two. His PC didn't get here in time. You know, everybody's getting used to living in the same place. Casbo lives in the fucking living room, so
Yeah.
like he's always overstimulated. So we got to throw him in a closet for a little bit every now and then.
Hopefully-
let him go.
Hopefully, eventually, we can get a bigger house where he can have a room where he can be locked away and focus.
Oh yeah, nah, but yeah, definitely want to give him a big shout out
He's
because
the goat.
basically anything that you guys see, 95% of it has gone through him.
If it's an
And he-
image, it's more than likely him. A graphic,
Yeah.
it's him. If it's a video, it's me. That's the
Yeah,
100p usual option right there.
Yeah.
If it's a graphic, it's him.
100%.
But yeah, Casbo's doing beautiful work. He has this like we finally have like a style. I feel like for
Yeah.
the SPLITGATE graphics and all
Yeah.
that.
100%. Yeah, he's been cooking, bro.
Like, we're by far. We're like this far ahead of every other org in terms of SPLITGATE.
Yeah,
right
there's
now.
not even. I
Yeah,
don't think there's a
there is
single
no.
other
It's
one.
just
There's
us.
not even a gap. We're
It's
just-
only
We're
us.
like the
It's
only.
only
It's
us.
like only Speedy Women that's getting that's
Yeah.
like covering SPLITGATE.
People think of SPLITGATE and they think of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely,
That's
bro.
what we
That's
want to
what
be,
my
though.
goal is.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm
Be the
ready
face
to
of
find
it.
a new home, sort of. His
We can
COD
literally be
just
like
sucks.
the optic of SPLITGATE. Like
Yeah.
you think of COD, you think of optic. You think
History
of
tends to repeat
SPLITGATE.
itself. You know, There has
Exactly.
to be another optic after optic.
Yeah,
You know?
man. I just wanted to shout out Kaz. He's a big part of it. One of the most talented motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life.
And shout out Kush World.
Shout out Cushwell. Yeah.
Kush World.
Been-
Parker,
been
can you give us our ad read?
Yeah, shout out Kush World. For any of your pot smoking needs, go to kushworld.shop. Use code WM for 25% all products across their whole site. They got some great stuff. I personally am not a big smoker, but they even have stuff for people like me, like edibles and stuff.
Parker's lying. I literally caught him smoking a blunt last night. I'm like, he's actually lying.
Nah, yeah, they got all the stuff over there. Great stuff. Definitely have indulged a little bit.
They had you crying during a movie.
I mean, bro, those edibles, 75 milligram edibles. Like, are you serious? I've never seen that. I mean, I probably have seen it, but like, I've never taken one. And bro, I literally was drooling.
They had me
Your
forgetting
eyes were
questions
bloodshot.
during our post.
My eyes, dude. I have that picture that I sent.
Oh, it's so
I have
funny.
that picture. I'm
I
not
want
gonna
you to
show
take.
it.
I want you to take one of those again and then watch Interstellar.
Dude,
Bro,
I've never seen that movie.
I'd
Must
cry.
start
I
floating.
promise I'd
I've never
cry.
seen that.
Oh, 100%.
I'd sit there for just with tears rolling.
like
down
when
my
they're going
face.
through the hyperspace
Oh,
part,
yeah.
like you'd be like,
But yeah, nah, Kush World, great product. Make sure to check them out. $WM, 25% off.
Is there anything else we got?
Who's
We have
our
merch coming
others?
out
Do we have any
soon.
more sponsors?
do we have
Is
one
that
coming
it?
soon?
We have merch coming soon.
Yeah.
We got another
Merch coming
sponsor
soon.
coming.
Stay alert for that.
Yep, we got.
That comes in this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then we got.
You don't want to
What?
shout out anybody else?
We don't have anyone else. Not right now.
Shout out my mom.
We don't have any. Oh yeah.
Shout out my mom. Yeah, she's a sponsor. You send so much stuff to the house. Shout out my mom.
Shout out to her.
Actually is.
You're the goat.
She's
Her and Beth.
low keys.
Her, Beth, and Lucy have sent the most packages.
Shout out the moms.
Yeah, the moms are taking
Speedy
care of
White
us.
moms,
Yeah.
Lucy,
Yeah,
100%.
shout out to Speedy White moms.
On the stuff we don't think of to take care of ourselves, they do the extra shit.
Shout out Kara for cleaning the house every now and
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, I'd probably be bald if it wasn't for Lucy. So
Yeah, you would.
yeah.
We would all be bald.
Mm-hmm.
We'd all be bald, bro. But yeah. Shout out. I'm going to Kitchener next weekend. So shout out Rafi. He supports the Speedy White Men.
Are you going to Champs?
Omit.
I have to. I don't want to.
Connor said he'll take me.
There you go.
We can put a long hair wig on it.
Yeah.
Y'all just go ahead and go for me. Take the camera and see if y'all can figure it out.
Dude, your pictures really sucked
Yeah,
this
well,
weekend. You didn't get
It
shit.
looked like they were off the sand the whole time. But other than that, I can't. Obviously, Lucy, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. Other than that, Big Bob 7479, Beth Miller, Moose, 16
K's
God,
been putting work on the Twitter.
Kays,
Kays,
John,
all the guys that are
Poomy.
clipping for us are huge.
You're the goats. We love you.
If
Stoya.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You're
Stoya.
always-
Shout out Stoya.
Always up energy.
Yep, shout out always up.
Yep. Generational season proud, season spit-ons,
They're just shouting out yourself.
season 999, season underscore COD.
Yeah, you just make another account.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not giving it a gold check, though.
Yeah, is that like your addiction? You're like my strange addiction is gold check.
Well,
Do you have the? You might have. You might be close to the world
Well,
record of your most own accounts that have badges.
yes. I'm not giving that account a badge. That's my mod account. Shout out to SWM community. That's my mod
yeah.
account.
Yeah, if you guys aren't, make sure you join the SWM community.
Twitter
Like tonight,
community.
before we filmed this, I took a video of the setup, put it in the community so they could see.
Twitter community.
That way they can. You guys, if you're in the community, you get an early look and you get extra backstage looks at what we do.
Yeah, and you can,
The
Twitter-
easier way to connect and integrate yourself
Exactly.
into the
You can
the
interact
lifestyle.
with us. Like we see
Yeah.
all your tweets, everything.
yeah, anytime I open Twitter, like the top tweets on my for you even, like not even looking at the community are mostly community posts and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I like about the community. I just didn't want. I wanted to have that mod burner account that only goes to the community, so I can just like.
Well, it's like it's
not
weird
spam.
saying this,
Yeah.
but like since we've gotten to the house, like my social media is a lot more like busy. Like I have people hitting me up all the time now, so like having the community makes it way easier for me to see like stuff that matters.
Yeah.
So
Now Pax is another name too. I forgot Pax.
Pax has been a
Yeah,
huge
shout out
supporter.
Pax.
Mhm.
Other than that,
shout out good.
shout out
Oh yeah,
we
and
did
shout out
collab.
Good Good.
The hat right here.
Yeah.
Sir.
Goodgoodgolf.com, I think is what it is.
Code
or
J
something like
Sploosh.
that. Code
Yeah,
J
shout out J
Sploosh for
Sploosh.
10% off. I think
10%?
10% off.
big
Yeah.
sploosh.
Love big Sploosh fan. Love
Yeah.
Sploosh.
Love Jackson.
You'll be seeing him a lot, boys. So go ahead.
The Warzone
and
team.
support him. Yep.
Oh
We
yeah,
got a
Team
Warzone
Team
with him.
Sex, Steve-O, Stewie, and
Jackson.
Sploosh.
Mhm.
It's called Team Sex because it's S3X and
I
it's.
thought it was gonna be you. Are you
SSS.
not doing it anymore?
I think
He's-
I think
he's
I'm playing
filling
the
for one of the
qualifiers.
events.
I think I'm playing the qualifiers with them,
Just like the.
and then I think Stewie's going back in, or like he's getting someone else. But
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
W then.
Steve has to hop on my account and level up my guns
Yeah.
because I ain't doing all that.
Yeah. All right. Other than that,
Perfect.
boys, it's been White Noise episode 2.
Yep.
Every Sunday, tune in. It'll usually be probably released in the evening type shit, so we can just chill and watch it. We might start watch partying it like after the Splitgate type shit, you know,
Yeah.
every night, every Sunday or whatever. Other than that, expect a lot more content coming to this YouTube. Be sure to follow, subscribe.
Yeah, follow the Speedy White Men YouTube. We'll be posting a lot more there.
This is where you'll find everybody's conjoined content. Everybody will be eventually having videos going out almost daily. So
Love that.
Make sure
Look
you
out
follow
for
our
that.
Instagram too.
Instagram,
good
Speedy
shout.
White Men on all handles. That's a beautiful tag to have. We don't have to like add any numbers or anything after or stuff.
Yeah,
so.
the OG.
Speedy White Men everywhere. And yeah, that's all.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Have
nice
a great night,
talking to you.
boys.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Beautiful.
And cut.